Hi guys, welcome back. We outside. Hello to my butterflies. As you guys know or don't know, this is Tanama Vibes. Means butterfly in the native Taino language. I'm from Dominican Republic, so welcome to the cocoon, y'all. Literally, I'm super excited because this energy I'm picking up today is like, you fucked around, you found out, now you got consequences. You got to go. So I literally earlier today, so I'm going to just kind of do a general like just message channel, and then I'm going to pull cards, all right? So what I'm feeling is that there were certain things that were put into place during the eclipse, and it's almost like there were some seeds that were planted then. However, there were also seeds that were planted about a year ago or 2 years ago that you expected to see this like lifestyle unravel sooner than it's actually happening. So sometimes you have to lay in a little darkness in order to see the light, right? It takes time for a seed to sprout out of the ground. I feel like 2023 has definitely been a dark night of the soul kind of year. Like, if you weren't doing your inner work, your shadow work, you're going to be kind of behind, and I'm not going to lie. So it's really important, especially over the next 4 weeks until we hit 2024, but even going into Q1, like, you really need to take the lessons that were meant for you to learn this year and leave people where they are. And so what I mean by that is baggage, dead weight, trash. Take it out, leave it there. Don't bring it back in. And so what I also was picking up today was that there have definitely been snakes in the garden. And if you haven't already seen their faces, seen the true colors, by the end of the year, you will. And so anyone that has shown you their true colors this year, anyone that they showed their snake head, don't make excuses for them. Don't make excuses for their actions. Don't make excuses for their behavior. Don't make excuses for how they feel. Leave them where they are. I know sometimes it's hard to decipher an honest person versus a fluke. I don't know why that word came into my mind. I don't even use that word, but maybe look it up. But there is this sense of renewal. There is this sense of, you're not gonna eat my cake when you weren't even there to make it with me. You weren't even there to acknowledge the work that has been done, not only by you, but also like your support system. I also feel like there's been like groups of people around in your life who have identified themselves as roses, you know? Like I kind of was picking up today, like, you can, you know how I say like, oh, the grass is greener on the wherever you water it. And so if you have friends that have identified themselves as poison ivy, and you have friends that have identified themselves as roses, sunflowers, tulips, whatever, take everything for face value. Whatever happened in 2023, take it for face value, because it is what it is. And if you decide to not follow your intuition, you're going to get trapped in another cycle that you probably started 3 years ago. And it's almost like I'm getting a hopscotch, like jump out. And this is like I'm opposite. You know how when you think about hopscotch, double dutch, and you gotta wait to jump in. What I'm getting is like there's this moment of actually waiting to jump out. Like, you know, your moment of when you need to jump. And once you move, you go, you can't flinch. You can't be like, oh, psych. No, once if you make that decision to jump out, there's no going back in because that sequence is now gone. So jump out of whatever relationships, circles, friendships, job, marriage, relationship, friendship, whatever. I think it's really important for us to recognize that. I also have been picking up that 2024 is going to be a real year of harvest because we're in the 8th year. 2, 2, and 4. 2024 equals 8. 8 is a number of infinity, of abundance, of infinites, right? So take the time to recognize where your cash is flowing, where it's flowing from, and build upon that. And then also, that will also help you kind of audit yourself on what is bringing value to my life, who's bringing value to my life, who's bringing peace, security, stability. And I'm also hearing like maintenance of who helps to maintain your relationship with yourself. Like, it's really important to spend time alone. So a lot of people have like attachment issues or like codependency issues or whatever the case may be. But I feel like there is definitely time and a space to be around people, to be social, to help, to give, to take. But there's also a very important lesson in isolating yourself, not to the point of depression, but to the point of clarity and to the point of forgiveness, to the point of, I'm hearing healing, but I'm also hearing the battlefield and the battle wounds. I'm hearing battle wounds. So here we go. We're getting a little deep now, and because like what I'm picking up is that there's a lot of things that could have happened this year or in the past 3 years that have been traumatic. And what traumatic means to one person could mean something totally different to another person standing next to them. And so where my mind is going to is like domestic disputes, domestic violence, domestic relationships. So like your home life, right? Your day to day and who's involved in that is something to take notes on, right? Like think about your week. Think about the people you engage with, like even on just 1 week. Like, who have I spoken to this week? Who reached out to me this week? Who did I reach out to? Right? And so when you kind of put yourself in a place to audit and categorize, how am I spending my time? Who am I spending my time with? How am I spending my money? And how am I making money? And so, like I said, 2024 is going to be a year of abundance. It's going to be a year of harvest. It's going to be a year of reaping the rewards and understanding what you reap, what you sow means. You made your bed, you're gonna sleep in it, right? And so you're going to really notice that like circles are going to be changing, friendships are going to be changing, work dynamics are going to be changing. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're picking up a project from where you left off. But I also feel like, you know, I feel like a lot of that moving, that change stuff is kind of happening at the end of this year into the beginning of the year. But after like Q1, springtime, summer, like things are going to really shift over the next 5 months. And so what I mean by that is that there is going to be kind of this, I said cocoon, that's happening over the next 5 months. And it's uncomfortable, right? Being in a cocoon is very uncomfortable. However, it almost feels like this eclipse these solar eclipses that was happening last month. There was definitely seeds planted and intentions were kind of set during this time period of October. So think about October. Think about the things that were happening in October, things that might have been life-changing, enlightening, or maybe decisions were made in October that literally like changed your path of life. And this darkness we've kind of been in, this shadow work, these lessons, seeing the snakes in the garden, all of those things are going to start to come to like a point next year. And it's literally what I'm feeling is, you know, when you're on I'm hearing Mario Kart and I'm hearing whippy, you're on the like rainbow rainbow level in the rainbow world, and you're like in the galaxy, whatever, you're just going through and you win, and like it just unlocks a whole nother world, like a whole nother world, right? But when you're on that in the previous world, like you're going through all this stuff, you're crashing, like all this stuff going on. And I feel like that's kind of where we've been, and like we're still kind of racing a little bit, but in 5 months, like this whole new world is about to unlock. And so what I'm saying is like, hold on to what is true to you. Hold on to people who are true to you, right? And then let go of the baggage. Let go of the dead weight. I saw a live from Cardi B, and she mentioned, I think she posted on her story today, and she was talking about thought processes, laziness, procrastination, and people. Those are the things that need to change. So like her mindset, who she's around, being a procrastinator, just being lazy. Like those are things, they're not New Year's resolutions, but those are things that she wants to commit herself to in 2024. And identifying like, this is where I want to be, this is who I want to be, and this is how I'm going to do it. And in order to be who I want to be, I need to eliminate X, Y, and Z. And sometimes that's not a comfortable place. It's not a comfortable place when it's all you've known. And so it's like you've learned certain things. And in order to learn new things, sometimes you have to unlearn things. So you must unlearn to learn things. Sometimes. So take the time to take like stock of like, and like, you know, audit what's really happening in your life. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be around? Who do you want to have access to you? And what is important to you? So here we go. Here we go. We're going to get into this reading. All right. And so I'm going to be reading 3 decks today. I have my Isis deck. I have my Tarot Illuminati. And I have my Botanical Inspirations, which I love. All right. So what messages do we have for the collective? What messages do we have for my Divine Feminines? Let's go. Because this flipped. The High Priestess. The Empress. So what I'm getting is that it's like laying the law of the land. We lay the law of the land because we are the woman of the land. The land is the woman that, and the land is only as fertile as the woman wants it to be. Queen of Wands. Yeah. All my ladies, independent, throw your hands up at me. And so I'm getting the chills. And so what I'm getting is that they're laying the law of the land, and these women are coming through to make sure you understand your the abundance you were entitled to at birth. You are entitled to a certain destiny that only you can unlock. And so when you talk about self-work, inner work, doing shadow work, you know, being in this darkness place, 3 of Pentacles is coming to a place of, okay, making a contract, having a commitment. You know, when people say like 3 of Pentacles, I always think about like a couple getting married. For some reason, like that's what I pick up on it. So it's like laying the law of the land. These women are coming through to show your worth, to understand that commitment is a necessity. Being committed to a job, being committed to a friend, being committed to a relationship, being committed to a man. King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we have the Prince of Wands. All right. So the Prince of Wands and the King of Cups is giving me this energy of like, I heard BDE, that big dick energy. So like at the same time, it's like this person, you know your worth. They know your worth. The Prince of Wands, when I think of the Prince of Wands, I think about a thought, like a dude who's a thotty, he sleeps around. He's promiscuous. And he comes in like, you know, like a woman pleaser. But it paired with the King of Cups makes me just feel like, what I'm seeing is like whoever this dude is like he's good in bed because he's been around, but he is emotionally grounded, if that makes sense. And it's also kind of a bit of maturity too, because it's like Prince of Wands, you got your King of Cups, like he is a king. It's not a prince. Like if the Prince of Wands and the Prince of Cups came out, I would be like a little if a Prince of Cups came out, I would be a little concerned because it would be like immature energy. You know what I mean? Like regardless of whatever, like a king is a king. They move differently. Their energy is differently. They're more enlightened. They're experienced. They take criticism well, and they know their place in regards to giving a woman what she needs. So what comes out is the Princess of Cups. And so this fell on top of the Prince of Wands. Let me see what this is. The Emperor. So what I'm getting is like this Princess of Cups is like looking over at this Emperor, and this King is just like, this King of Cups just has this stoic look forward, like I'm not looking at you, but I see you. And she's over here looking at the Emperor. The Emperor, remember now, the Emperor is the king. All of the kings, right? Like all the kings. So, I kind of just like, all the kings. Sometimes when you have options, it's better to eliminate, like how soon do you eliminate an option, right? So like, if this Princess of Cups, now remember, this is a Princess of Cups. You have the Emperor and the King here. You have the Prince of Wands behind her, like coming in with this like, kind of BD energy. But then this Emperor pops out and you're just like, what? And it's like, okay, the Emperor is just like trying to see, like, what next? What's your next move? Like, are you, I feel like the King this King, this situation here knows that this princess has another offer. And we have the Nine of Swords. It did fall on top of the King of Cups. And so I just feel like this King of Cups has been in his head in regards to maybe like some regret. Nine of Swords. So what I'm feeling actually is that it's almost like there's these like angels, your guardian angels up above, kind of watching what's happening. There seemed to have been an offer of marriage from a King of Cups who was a hoe, pretty much, and was trying to offer you something that wasn't real. Because, and this could be in love or in work, but it wasn't what they boasted it out to be, because they were meant to come in with this King energy, but they only met you at the Prince of Wands. So it was very sexual. It was a very sexual connection. And this connection actually ended with a lot of regret. There was a lot of regret over this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio was very regretful on how they treated you and how they disrespected you. And judgment is coming in. And now this Princess of Cups has her eyes elsewhere because he wasn't treating her right. Or maybe your boss, wasn't treating you right. Right? So what's up with this princess and this emperor? Three of Wands. So something's brewing, but something's coming in nonetheless. We have our Three of Wands, waiting for ships to come in. And so, neither of them, I feel like, he knows what's on those ships. She doesn't. He's the one that put the order in. But remember, he put the order in. He put the order in. That Ace of Wands is coming in slowly but surely. And someone's ex is pissed about it. Oh, well. Leave them where they're at. Okay. If I had hair, my hair down, I'd be flipping around. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. All right. So, wow. So, there's this Ace of Wands just flying in here with some... Now, I said the Prince of Wands. I was getting that BDE, but that big dick energy from this. But actually, this Emperor is coming in with that BDE. Literally coming in like with the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands is coming. A decision has already been made. The ships had already sailed. The ships have sailed. They just are waiting to dock now. So what's up with this Princess and Emperor? Ace of Wands, communication and truth coming in. Communication and truth. A decision has been made that you are walking away. You are walking away from this deceitful connection that you were possibly dealing with for more than a year, 2, 3. I'm hearing 4, 5, 8, 9, 17 years. One thing I can't stand, one thing I'm beginning to really, really, really like, it grinds my gears, is when a man is holding on to a girl because he hasn't found better. When a man holds on to a girl because he's doesn't want to let her move on and find her own happiness with someone else. It busts my bubble when men like that cheat on women who deserve to be single. Because that woman could have been finding love elsewhere. But he's pigeonholed her. And this reminds me of the whole Diddy and Cassie situation. Cassie was with Diddy for 10 years. 10 years. Multiple baby mothers. Multiple children. Multiple mistresses. And she stayed with him. What she believed was love. Well, let me back up. What he made her believe. Manipulated. Ugh, makes me sick. So anyway, the Fool card came out. Bye, Felicia. Hair flip. Walking away. Taking a leap into something new. You had no idea that this Emperor was even coming in with the offer that he had. And it's like, you know what? Why not? Why not? Because the Ten of Cups just popped out. OMG, with the Strength card. Have the strength to walk away. Have the strength to leave these negative leeches, devil energy, leave them where they are, because they need to feed off of energies like us. You see the lighting is changing. Nothing's happening. I'm not even doing anything. The lighting is doing its own thing. Thank you, Spirit. So walk away, because this Ten of Cups is on the other side of the hill, mama. It's on the other side. Wow. I mean, I feel like I need to just end this right here. I feel like I just need to end this right here. But let's see what else. What final message do we have? From our Tarot Illuminati. I am going to pull some inspiration for us from our Isis deck and from my Botanical Inspirations. But, you know, 2024, like I said, it's a year of 8. It's infinity. It's abundance. It's wealth. It's fruit. It's all of the things you thought wasn't coming for you. All the things you actually know you deserve. It's coming. It's coming. But you have to stay graceful and live, you know, in a dignified sense. Like, you have I'm just getting more bigger on, like, all you have is your word and your dignity. Your words and your dignity are two things that we all should take note on, how important both of those elements are as just being a human, like, in this lifetime. 10 of Pentacles. I must be psychic or something, because listen. Got the chills. I'm so proud of you. If no one has told you today that they are proud of you, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all the progress, all the realizations, all of the self-awareness, all of the self-love, the self-care, the self-work that you have, or have at least attempted this year. This year has been a difficult year in darkness, in the shadow, but next year is a year of harvest. We will see the sun. We will see the sun. And I'm telling you, this next 5 months is still not going to be easy, but it's coming. We outside. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to read these last inspirational messages. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment. You know, that's just an exchange of energy, YouTube fam. But I'm just grateful to just have the space to just be me and talk and just inspire just people, and just help, you know, just like, you know, help the collective in their life decisions, and hopefully inspire some people to go in directions that are going to elevate the vibration of the world. What messages do we have from our Isis deck? That's a lot, girl. We just gonna take one. We're just gonna take one for today. One for today. Let's go. What messages do we have? What message? You know what? We taking two. We taking two. I wanna go home. All right. These cards are really beautiful. I honestly have only pulled one of these cards before. The other one, I haven't pulled this one before. But this is the artwork. It's so beautiful. How pretty. Isis Oracle. This is the cover. Beautiful. All right. The brother in darkness. Whenever negative energy is present, It is an easy sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our divine feminine power. You shall overcome any negative energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There's no need to be afraid. The next one is ancient powers and mysteries. The oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice. Whenever through spoken or sung words, or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically, you have a potentially very powerful healing voice. And you are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. I must be psychic or something because I said all you have is your voice and your dignity. Your words and your dignity. I must be psychic. I'm just saying. Ancient powers, mysteries. Beautiful. Dignity and your voice. Okay, one card from our Botanical Inspirations. This is my favorite deck. I bought it twice. We got 2 cards. Two. All right, we're going with 2. 2. And we have... Oh, this came out earlier today, too. That's crazy. Camellia is... Oh, I read on Bigo between like 5 and 7. I stream live there, so if you want to tune into Bigo, Dynama Vibes is my handle on there. Destiny. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. Honeysuckle. Domestic happiness and devoted affection. I got chills. I was just talking about domestic. This stuff is crazy. Like, I surprise myself. Like, this is crazy. Like, how? Anyway, I will wind thee in my arms. So douse the wine woodbine, the honeysuckle gently and twist. What? Domestic happiness and devoted affection. I will wind thee in my arms. So do the woodbine, the honeysuckle, gently and twist. Oh, so the way the woodbine and the honeysuckle come together, that's how they will be in your arms. William Shakespeare. Oh, they're both Shakespeare. That DDD, destiny, domestic happiness, and devoted affection. If you ask me, that's what a relationship should consist of. So stand in your power, leave what's behind, any nonsense, and the power of no. The power of silence. Beautiful. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'm going to start, posting more consistently. And again, thank you. I appreciate you so much. All the likes, all the comments, all the views. Every little thing, like, even if it gets 1 view, it's like, I hope somebody got a nice message from it or got some inspiration. So thank you. Until next time.